Back in my day, video game exclusives were what made me want to buy a specific console. It seems the older I get, the more things change, and most of the time not for the better. Now, this topic may rustle some feathers depending on which side of the aisle you're sitting in. The topic is video game console exclusives. Now, before we dive in, I'm going to give you my opinion, and it is the one I have always had since gaming became my main hobby way back in the Stone Ages. Video game exclusives are what sell consoles. It may not be the only reason, but definitely the main reason, if on a budget, why you would choose one console over another, is the games that console has that you want to play, but the other console doesn't have them. Some people say the online experience, or their friends have it, etc., etc. To me, it's all about the games, baby. Now, what I find interesting is how over the years, how far things have shifted. Things I have never dreamed of being possible are happening right before my eyes. Xbox games coming to PlayStation, PlayStation games coming to Xbox. I mean, Forza is already on PlayStation, Gears of War is coming this month, and if rumors prove to be true, Halo is shortly behind that. Am I in some parallel universe? How is this possible, and how is Xbox even still a competitor? Well, if you look at the numbers, they kind of really aren't. And if you really look at the numbers, when Xbox was at its absolute peak was during the 360 era. Before Game Pass and before all of that nonsense, what made them a success was it was the console that had all the games you wanted to play that you couldn't anywhere else. Like the big three I mentioned before. You could argue that all of those franchises just aren't as good anymore, and you would be correct. Barring Forza, which I really have no interest in, Halo and Gears have most certainly become worse as time has gone on. The only reason Xbox is even considering putting its most prized exclusives on its direct competitor's console is the fact that Game Pass is a bust and unsustainable, and these games just aren't selling. Mainly because of Game Pass and, just the quality not being what it used to. So, that's Xbox out of the way. So why is PlayStation doing the same? Or at least announced that it's doing the same? You see, for a while now, most PlayStation exclusive have for the most part been console exclusive and over time would eventually come to PC, maybe given a year or so. Just recently, however, there have been rumors of games coming out on Xbox itself. Helldivers 2, a game published by Sony, is coming to Xbox this month. And you can bet your ass that there's going to be some Halo ODST stuff for sure in that version of the game. So, what's next? Uncharted on Xbox? God of War on Xbox? With the price of games skyrocketing year after year and the price of consoles going up as well, it seems software sales is where these companies will make up most of the cost. And having your game come out only on one system isn't as sustainable as it used to be, because even games that sell in the millions end up being flops. So if that ever comes to pass, why even bother having like 3 competitors on the market? Xbox seems to be going the way of the dodo, and they are the odd man out here, with every passing generation ending up in 3rd place and a failure. Could they be the ones to bow out and go full-on publisher, and we just have 2 companies competing with Nintendo and Sony? What do you guys think? Do you subscribe to the idea of consoles still maintaining some exclusivity for their games? Do you still think that that's like the main driving force behind a consumer's decision to pick one console over another? Or is everything sort of blurred together over the years and no one really cares anymore and just plays whatever? I'm still in the exclusive sell consoles camp. But it seems as time, has went on, consoles don't sell at the numbers they used to, unless your name is Nintendo, as their fans will buy literally anything, no matter how bad it is, showing how the Switch 2 is the fastest selling console, and it's already sold like over 5 million units. So, if consoles don't sell what they used to, it's time to increase software sales. And the best way to do that is to have your games come out on as many platforms as possible. Within the next 5 years or so, at least that's what I'm guessing, We may finally see an end, like officially, to the console wars. Something that's defined them since their origin, since as far back as like the Odyssey and like the Atari, going back to the original NES and Sega Genesis. It's like engraved in gaming's DNA to have like this war between two different companies' systems competing against each other. It makes me a little sad, to be honest, that some of that could go away, but this is all just speculation and reading the market, so no one really knows. But anyways, thank you, as always, so much for checking out my video. If you have any tips or for better titles or thumbnails, I'm all ears, because it seems most of my videos, don't do like super well right out of the gate, so I definitely need to improve on those. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting. It all means the world to me. Talk to you next time.